Mike Tyson's life story is defined by an intense and often painful journey. Known to the world as the youngest heavyweight champion in boxing history, Tyson's rise to fame was marked by raw power, determination, and an unyielding will to succeed. However, Tyson's childhood in the tough streets of Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York, shaped him in ways far beyond the boxing ring. He faced hardship, neglect, and emotional scars that many can hardly imagine. Tyson's early years were filled with fear, bullying, and isolation, as he struggled to survive in a world that seemed designed to break him. Despite these difficult beginnings, Tyson's story is also one of resilience, self-transformation, and the search for identity and belonging in a world that often seemed indifferent to his struggles. A mentor who changed everything. Tyson's life took a pivotal turn when he met Cus D'Amato, the legendary boxing trainer who recognized the untapped potential in Tyson. Cus became a guiding force in Tyson's life, teaching him not only how to be a champion, but also how to believe in himself. For the first time, Tyson felt a sense of stability and purpose. Cus was not just a trainer. He was a father figure who offered the guidance, discipline, and care that Tyson had lacked in his formative years. Through Cus, Tyson learned to channel his pain and anger into focus and skill. Under his mentorship, Tyson's raw energy was transformed into a powerful force that would later define his boxing career. However, tragedy struck when Cus passed away, leaving Tyson to navigate the complexities of his rising fame without the emotional anchor he had come to rely on. Rising star, hidden pain. By the age of 20, Tyson became the youngest heavyweight champion in boxing history. His victory over Trevor Berbick solidified his place as a global sensation, but behind the fame, Tyson's internal battles continued. While the world saw an invincible champion, Tyson struggled with loneliness, self-doubt, and the trauma of his early years. His relationship with his mentor Cus had given him the tools to succeed in the ring. But the absence of such guidance left him vulnerable outside of it. Tyson was surrounded by people who sought to profit from his success, but few offered the emotional support he needed. Fame and wealth did not fill the emptiness inside him, and Tyson's emotional struggles would follow him, often affecting his personal life and public image in ways that many did not understand. Personal struggles and public scrutiny. Tyson's marriage to actress Robin Givens was heralded as the beginning of a new chapter in his life. However, behind the media's fairy tale portrayal, the relationship was fraught with tension, misunderstandings, and emotional turmoil. Tyson struggled with balancing the anger and insecurities of his past with the pressures of his newfound fame. When their marriage publicly unraveled, Tyson became the subject of media ridicule. The public's perception of him shifted from the invincible champion to someone vulnerable and broken. This period marked a downward spiral for Tyson, as personal mistakes and public scrutiny compounded his internal struggles. The boxing champion, once the epitome of strength and control, found himself overwhelmed by the complexities of fame and the unresolved issues from his troubled past. Confronting aging and physical limits. As Tyson continued his personal transformation, he also had to face the physical realities of aging and the toll boxing had taken on his body. Decades of intense training and countless fights had left him with chronic pain, injuries, and a body that no longer responded the way it once had. The stamina and strength that once defined him were now compromised by the effects of time. Yet Tyson approached these physical limitations with the same persistence and discipline that had marked his boxing career. He embraced a new form of strength that was no longer about power or dominance, but about the courage to accept his body's limitations and adapt accordingly. Boxing and exercise became tools for both physical and emotional survival, helping Tyson maintain a sense of control and focus in the face of aging. Public perception and legacy. Tyson's life is a complex tapestry of triumph, failure, and growth. While the media often focused on his controversial moments, including his time in prison and the infamous ear-biting incident, Tyson's private life reveals a man grappling with deep emotional pain and the struggles of personal redemption. Tyson's openness about his past has challenged the public's perception of him as a one-dimensional figure. His willingness to speak honestly about his trauma, addiction, and grief has provided a more nuanced view of the man behind the legend. Tyson's story is no longer about his victories in the ring, but about his resilience, accountability, and the ongoing process of healing and self-discovery. Return to public life. In the late 2000s and 2000s, Tyson re-entered public life, not as the fearsome boxer he once was, but as a man who had faced his past and emerged with a new purpose. Tyson's business ventures, media appearances, and social projects reflected his desire to redefine himself outside of his previous persona. He began training for exhibition matches and public events. But with a different motivation, movement became a form of therapy, boxing a way to meditate, and public engagement a platform to share the lessons he had learned over the years. Tyson's public return was marked by a balance of vulnerability and strength, humor and reflection, as he began to embrace his humanity alongside his legacy as a boxing legend. The ongoing battle within. Despite his progress, Tyson continues to battle the ghosts of his past. The trauma, grief, and public expectations still weigh on him, and the balance between personal healing and public perception remains delicate. Tyson has spoken candidly about the ongoing uncertainty he feels and the fears of irrelevance that continue to challenge him. Yet, through these struggles, Tyson persists. His journey shows that true courage lies not in perfection or external validation, but in the willingness to live authentically, confront one's past, and embrace vulnerability in the face of adversity. Reflection and redemption. At 59, Tyson embodies the dualities of strength and vulnerability. He has faced immense challenges and has come out the other side with humility, resilience, and insight. His life serves as a reminder that redemption is possible, not through external achievements, but through confronting personal pain, embracing vulnerability, and taking responsibility for one's journey. Tyson's story is a testament to the enduring strength of the human spirit and the power of self-reflection and growth. Continuing the journey, Mike Tyson continues to live with intention, balancing the demands of public life with the realities of aging and personal growth. He engages with audiences, shares his experiences, and uses his platform to speak about the human cost of fame, trauma, and healing. Each day represents a choice to confront the past, nurture the present, and create a future defined by authenticity, resilience, and compassion. Tyson's ongoing journey is a profound lesson in survival, growth, and the enduring power of the human spirit. Legacy of a survivor. Mike Tyson's life is defined by his endurance, his journey of self-discovery, and his ultimate transformation, from a broken child to a boxing champion. And now, a man openly grappling with the complexities of his experiences. Tyson's story is one of redemption and resilience. His legacy serves as a powerful reminder that even the most difficult of pasts can be met with courage, honesty, and hope. proving that survival, growth, and humanity are possible for everyone.